All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hey, how you doing, Ben? Good to see you. We got Cajun. We got two ATVs, Daryl,
Howdy.
Hey, shut.
and we got it going. And I got to make sure that this is shut down. Still ain't got it all set up. Okay, we should be.
Sorry, I got to take this off.
You want a chair?
I don't have no echo, do I?
No, now you don't. I had my. I forgot. I hadn't. I couldn't turn the till you went and started live.
Yeah, I was in the
Couldn't
same
use-
boat. Hey, how you doing, Willie? Good to see you.
Hey Willie.
So, what have you been up to, Daryl? Anything good this week?
No, just basically we got out and rode around a little bit this week. That's about all we done.
What do you think of this weather? It's been crazy.
Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Sandy.
Hey,
Yeah,
how
it
you
was 75 one day and 45 the next. I mean,
Yeah.
Ours was 70 and then 34
Yep.
and snow.
Yep.
ours
We in the
was.
80s here.
I was. At least we was down to. We was in rain, but I didn't have to worry about no snow. But
Right. Right.
We in the 80s, and it's not going to get below the 80s. Well, at night it's going to get below 80s, but during the daytime, it ain't going to get below the 80s until next Friday. Mater and them had some cold weather starting yesterday.
Uh huh.
I figured it would be cool now, a little chillier now. It's not. That system stayed up north in Arkansas, Texas, Arkansas, and the very maybe the top of Louisiana, very north of Louisiana.
oh,
But it's not going to dip down my way, so that's a good
Yep.
thing.
All right. Hey, we got Ken Bates just jumped in. Jeff,
yeah,
how you
yeah,
doing? Ben's workshop. Willie CK, how you all doing?
yeah.
Hey, Jeff,
And before Bo gets away, every time it rains, he's got to get out there with his daggum aluminum polish and polish everything up again. I mean,
There's Scott Keller, 37. That's not
hey
too
Scott, hey Ken, Jeff, Willie, Mr. Willie, Miss Sandy,
How are you?
with a
how you
Mahindra
doing, Miss
shirt
Sandy?
on. In fact, me and somebody else was talking about Mahindras today. I think it was me and Johnny Best talking about Mahindra today.
bad. Uh huh. Oh no, I like my Mahindra. It does good.
Well, I mean, rumor is Mahindra is going to be John Deere Green next year. So
What?
it's on like the green tractors next year.
Dang.
Nah. I want to hear that mess.
Hey,
So
I
what do
can
you-
make. I just make up all the rumors I want to. I mean, they ain't got to be true. I
Yeah.
can be like the daily news media nowadays. Just whatever they want them to say.
Yeah. 21, Willie says. Hey, there's Mick's Mowers. How you doing, Mick?
Hey, Mick,
Hey
Breezy.
Mick, how you doing?
Breezy.
I was over there with Top Conker today and saw Mick in the chat. I wasn't on panel, I was just in the chat. I got invited up, but
Scott, if that's you in the basement, I need to see your face. It's all black. I can't even see him.
There he is.
There he
There he is. What you doing? Hiding out in the dark there, Scott?
No, I'm moving trailers around.
Ah, okay.
Doing trucker stuff shit.
Ah, I don't like that trucking stuff.
You get me? We love it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm stuck in your ads.
Stuck in
hey
an ass.
Breezy, how you doing?
Hey, Ben, how you doing? Hey, Breezy.
Daryl, who you got hiding out over there next to you?
The boss lady.
The boss lady.
Yeah.
Huh?
We never see Boss Lady anymore.
Huh?
She's always hiding in the background.
Yeah.
And there's Second Chance Mowers. How's it going? But I got some parts in yesterday, I guess it was. Yesterday?
Got them this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This morning. I got some bearings for them K series Kohlers. That bearing you got to press into the block for the crank. So we're going to be starting some videos on these rebuilds. I got two K series to build. So we're going to get started on that stuff.
You got 3 to build.
I got 3 K series to build,
Kyle's building one.
plus a V twin motor to build. So we're going to have some videos on these motors coming up for pulling season.
No,
Hey, John.
no, you can't be building motors that bad. You got to be out there with a polish rag. Every time you come home, you got to be polished.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And there's Polar Bear Ed. How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing good.
How you doing, Philip there, Ed?
You were taking a nap, wasn't you?
Hey, Ed.
No, I was actually washing dishes.
Oh, okay.
John Schroeder.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes, sir.
I see. That's the funny part about it is I know 2 people that live not too far from a truck stop that I stop at in Virginia.
I've done that stuff trying to keep aluminum shiny.
Hey, Bo, she said she'd do anything for $20.
40.
Better watch out, Bo. If you go by the truck stop by Daryl's house, he might sneak over there and throw a little mud on your chrome.
That's all right. There's a Blue Beacon truck wash right there behind it.
Oh boy, man! You mean to tell me you're gonna put that shiny chrome under those acid washers and those funky truck stop washers?
There's no acid. No acid.
Oh yeah, they say that.
Streaking beacon.
Yeah. That's when they
Yeah,
cover the
streaking
wheels. Cover the wheels up with their tarps and stuff so that it don't get on the wheels.
They didn't.
I like tarnished aluminum.
They never would do that for mine. I had a brand new aluminum trailer, and I told them not even wash the daggone trailer, but they took and they still took half of it and hit it with. I told them no acid at all, and they didn't. But the daggone trailer showed acid all over it. I said,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
you got to tell them no acid, no brightener, Daryl. The
Yeah,
brightener
well,
is what's got acid in it too.
And I didn't see you come in there, John. How you doing?
I don't know if it's still the same way, but they used to recycle their water, and that's where you get a lot of your.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine. He would do while I had my shop at Tiger Truck Stop. He came from Woodville, Mississippi. He had the grinders. I mean, everything in his big truck. He had all the jeweler's rouge in that. He would polish regular old funky aluminum tanks and the front rims and back rims, whatever, and make them look like a mirror where you could see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it looks like
somebody
Kyle
went to
lost a lot of
Beacon
weight
truck
there, huh?
stop, and where there was this truck wash, and the guy said, "No acid. I just had these tanks and the rims polished, and it cost me like $400 to do it. Y'all better not put no acid in there, man. When that stuff dried, oh, it was all messed up. Man, that truck driver was mad as a hornet.
Yep.
yeah.
It takes a lot of time, and it only takes them about 5 minutes to really mess up a good shining.
Yeah.
With
And
that
he
acid.
said, "Oh yeah, no problem, no acid, no acid."
Yeah.
Oh boy, they lied to him.
Well, Ed, I got some parts in today.
I heard you got the bearings. Yeah.
But this is the downfall of it. In order for me to get that press-in bearing, I had to buy 6 of them at one time. So
Wow.
figure that mess out. Hey, how you doing, Donnie? Good to see you.
And you just need one.
You just need the one press-in bearing that gets pressed into the block. But in order to get the one, I had to buy an order of 6. How you doing, everything, guy?
Where'd you have to get them from?
A dealer out in Pennsylvania is where I bought
Okay.
them, and he shipped them to us.
Now you got a bunch in stock.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we should have looked at Motion Industries.
Motion
Here in
Industries, correct.
There.
Yeah.
They got a branch here in Canton. I bet you they could have matched them up. I didn't even think about it until
Right.
We got them all
Well,
over down here, Motion Industries.
I've
Man, that's the
got
place to go.
five.
for.
I'll have 5 spares, but I have 3 of those Kohlers that I got to build, the K series. So I just may as well just put new bearings in them right from the get go since I got them now, and just go from there. There's Kyle. How you doing, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle.
What? Well, I mean, Kyle, I'm waiting to get a picture of Kyle and Bo out there in the bikinis trying to wax that damn truck.
Oh Lord!
You know, we should permanently ban you for even saying something like
man, we know what's on your mind, Dale.
that. You need
Oh,
to remove him. Bring him back when he gets some sense.
I can't believe he said that.
I ain't gonna never have no sense, Jeff. You ought to know that by now.
Yeah, obviously with a statement like that, huh?
Damn, I can't get that out of my head. No thanks.
You've been taking too many of them pens there. You better cut back on them.
Well, we're gonna get ready and put some motors together. Like I said, I got 3 K series and a couple twins to do, so it's gonna get kicked off pretty quick here.
Hey
Well,
there, friend.
Kyle, my night would have been going awesome if I would have got an invite to go bowling.
Yeah, right?
You know.
Heck, they left from here to go bowling. I didn't even get invited. But I got ribs on the smoker going, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be back for that.
I found a coupon for Arby's, so I had Arby's tonight for supper.
Yeah, I got 2 racks of baby back ribs on the smoker.
I'm not going to tell you what I had.
What'd you have?
My brother brought over a pan of homemade macaroni and cheese with all kinds of stuff in it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's pretty good at making that stuff.
Missy made that one night. I think we all ate it one time. Big old casserole dish full of that stuff. And it got put in the back of the refrigerator and it got forgotten about and went bad.
Oh man.
It was good though. You know, it was good.
Oh yeah.
I had pigs in a blanket and bacon mac and cheese last night for supper. Went to warm the leftovers up today in the microwave, and I punched the numbers in and hit the button, and that thing was making such an awful racket, it got unplugged.
You know worse than what I did to Sandy's. I put some foil in there, not thinking, and well, the microwave kind of died.
Well, there was no foil
Well,
in
truck
this.
drivers aren't known for thinking, are they?
Okay, I'll tell you what it is, Ed. It's your microwave tube, okay, the main tube, the electron tube that's to the right of the. When you open your door, look to the right. Some of them might be on the left, but I doubt it. It's by your control behind the control panel. Look inside the microwave. You're gonna see a little plate cover, about like that. That's your cover for that tube. That's dirty. Just snap it out, or it might have one screw in it. Unscrew it, clean it real good, flip it over, clean it real good, but flip it over anyway and put it back in. No more trouble.
Does that make a grinding noise and
It'll make lightning and all that stuff too?
It don't make no lightning, but it sounds like the gears that turn the turntable in it.
Oh.
Hey Nate.
It sounds like that motor's going bad. It's like
it's
like
how's that go?
But try that wave plate. Try that wave plate anyway. That wave cover. Try that.
Yep.
Daryl, you got your pins on you right now? Your 2 things?
I've already had my supper, so you got to be.
Okay, so you got 1 left. I noticed you didn't put it up yet.
This is for my night. This is for my go to sleep medicine here.
Okay, no, that's for what I'm fixing to tell you.
That's what Mark used to have.
Missy's making chicken stew tonight, real flat style.
Oh,
Real flat chicken stew with a roux you know, homemade roof. Oh yeah, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'll be right
Going.
down.
Some
Good to see
chunks
you,
of
Nate.
potatoes in there too.
Well, I'll just have to dig around and leave the potatoes in the pot. But I mean,
Hey, has anybody went over to Nate's thing and looked at that little Sears tractor he's redoing? He just dropped a video the other day on it.
No,
That thing is cool. He's painting it up and stuff. Go check it out. Go carpet drone fishing. It's a nice job he's doing on it.
I'll go check it out. Hey Nate, how you doing? Want to meet?
I say I watched it. The tractor's looking awesome, and them chickens are getting big for being 2 weeks old.
They making you hungry, Ed?
No, but I mean, I want to know what he's feeding them.
Those are considered high class chickens, Ed.
I'm telling you, them
High
suckers are.
speed chicken feed. Y'all know what that is? High speed
Yeah.
chicken feed.
I'm thinking he's giving them some lettuce.
He's giving them something. Those are high class chickens.
Miracle Grow. He's giving a Miracle Grow.
But we're going to have some pretty good, interesting builds coming up here real soon. The parts are finally getting to me, and we're going to get right with it.
it's actually it's getting about time for them damn love bugs to start flying down in Florida. So,
Don't even mention them love bugs. They hate that down here.
I mean, Nate, so them chickens will get plenty to eat.
We don't start getting love bugs till around June.
They start a little earlier in Florida because then they work their way up. So,
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, his chickens probably be laying eggs within a month. They're getting tail feathers already. A couple
Really?
I seen. Yeah.
What kind of eggs are you gonna be laying?
Probably brown.
Yeah.
You can't say that now.
Depending on what you feed them.
Yeah.
That tractor is looking really good.
Oh, it is. Hey, how you doing, Lisa Ann?
Hi, Lisa Ann.
Another 6
Hi,
months,
Lisa.
and they'll be laying.
I don't know, man. The way them suckers are growing.
Yeah, you have to start throwing the scratch to them.
No, they have to be a certain age before they start laying.
I like how he has the one trained just to come up and jump on him and ride around. He's gonna have to go as a pirate for Halloween, like chicken on his shoulder.
Yeah. Wow. So did you start working on anything yet, Ed?
I did a brake job this morning.
Nice.
Hey, is this it, Ed?
Kenny needed a brake.
1965 Sears Craftsman mini lawn tractor.
Yep. Kenny needed a brake job done on his work van, so he asked if I'd do it, and I said, of course, and went and went to the shop this morning, kicked that out. And
Yep. But if anybody wants to see that video that we're talking about on that tractor, right there is Nate's link for that video.
I just put it in there. It's under Cajun Coin Hunter.
I
Yep.
got it right here. It's missing wheels on the back.
It's a nice. He's doing a nice job on that tractor. But you guys check it out.
Polar Bear,
It's
you
got
put
no
it in
back
the wrong
tires.
section.
yeah, no.
I got it on there. Man, that thing's looking good, Nate. Real good.
Oh yeah.
Make me kind of jealous. Hey, Lisa. I got a 1967 or 68 2-horse Briggs engine with the ice white paint scheme on it. I don't have a hood for it yet. Now, that's a project motor that I'm doing, completely overhaul and, paint, put back together. I need a hood for it. I mean, a shroud for it. But when I get it to where I want to, I'll make a video. You know, I'll make a series of videos on it. But it's a nice motor. I picked it up for $3 at the Can Man at the scrapyard. I picked it up at Junk Aluminum, 10 cents a pound.
Yeah.
And
Nate, all you
hell,
can
it
do,
runs. It runs. Me and Johnny got it running.
all you
got
can do
points
is try it, Nate.
Hey, is if it fit in the groove and you know the
Got
end
to
gap's
get.
not and your end gap's not too big,
Yep.
it should work fine. I mean, for what you're going to use it for.
At least Ann says Lake Mead's almost full, huh? I keep seeing videos where it's almost empty.
Yeah.
She's in California, Lake Mead up there, I think.
Yeah.
It's not the same one they're showing in, huh?
I don't think
She's
so.
got some serious rain going on up there right now. Some storms.
Yep.
Where at? California?
Yeah.
Some serious snow going across that daggone grapevine out there too.
Oh, grapevine. Cabbage Patch.
They got. I mean, they said it's liable to be 2 or 3 days before they can get the daggone grapevine back open out there. I mean, and the whole state of Wyoming is shut down. So
Yeah.
Which
Shit,
one
we need
was-
to go out
which
there and
one-
start moving snow.
Which one that one of them passes is go over and then when you come down you're in Bakersfield? Which one is that? That's
Can't
Cabbage
recall.
Patch or
or whatever it is.
I know a lot of truckers used to talk about the Cabbage Patch, and I don't know if that's the one that
Cal John or I can't say it. So
Calhoun County.
yeah.
3 days straight. Ooh.
Oh, Cajun Pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Cajun.
Cajun?
Yeah, Cajun. Cajun. It's that's some French or Spanish. I think it was French explorer that they got El Capitan Pass in Arizona, and then there's a Cajun Pass. There's a couple of those. I think that was the French guy that named them. Cajon. 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 Cajon.
Cajon.
Yeah, they got some crazy names out there.
Yeah.
I don't run out anywhere that says that I have to carry tire chains. Because I'm not throwing tire chains.
Well, that's
Don't like
famous,
tire
man.
chains.
Nope, hate them.
Well, they make them automatic ones that swing out from underneath, and
Those don't count though. Not
No,
on a semi truck.
nope.
They will not. They don't allow them. I mean, they don't count them on a semi truck.
No, and out there they require drives and on the trailer.
Okay, Calhoun.
It's on the trailer makes no sense.
Well, if you got to lock it down, it helps the trailer stay behind you.
Oh
And
yeah.
it will find you. If it's in that season, they got a date. From this date to this date, you have to carry them on the equipment with you to be out there.
Yeah, it's more or less it's Labor Day. You got to have them on the truck by Labor Day.
Yep.
well, just hang a set on there.
Because I had
Nope.
I went out there went out with Grand Junction, Colorado one time, and I had to stay out there for Labor Day weekend because the truck broke down. And Eisenhower out there was already snow covered.
Yeah. Nope. Anywhere that has that mandate for tire chains, you got to have them on the equipment. I don't go out there.
I have never had a set of tire chains in my truck, and I told them I wouldn't. And they tried to tell me I needed a set, and I said, "Oh no, I don't. I'm going by." I said, if it's past if it's past Dallas, Texas, I'm lost any daggone way.
I'll run out as far as I-35 corridor. That's my turnaround. Jeff, what happened to your camera?
I don't know why. What happened?
It
Let me
fell.
see
Your
board.
keyboard.
It fell.
Oh, we got tired.
It
I
drooped. It droopity, dropsy.
It fell down.
Amen.
right.
Amen to
That's
that.
right,
Sea
Sea
Monster.
Monster 6. If you need tire chains, you don't need to be there.
That's it.
Hey, see, monster.
I mean,
How's that? Is that better?
I guess.
Well, if it drops down, it'll show you. So that's all right. It's good.
Mm-mm.
Nice clock.
Like, what's that hound's name? Droopy Dog. He was a sheriff or something.
Deputy dog, wasn't it?
Droopy Dog, the
That
one
could
that
be.
talks
Super
like
long.
that. He's
it was.
long,
It was.
long-eared,
They just called him Droopy. I don't think they called him.
Droopy. Yeah, he was in the Roger Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Also, that they showed him for a couple minutes.
Oh, you, Nate. Oh, you.
Oh, that's that new Pepsi thing. Jeff probably got some of that new Pepsi product. With Pepsi and Pfizer's merging together.
Wow.
Oh, so you don't know what you're getting then.
Pretty much not.
The announcement just came out. I got the documentation on it. Pepsi and Pfizer to merge.
I told you it was warm in here.
Hey, Bachi.
Got that heat down.
20,
Hey, now you can
20
see it better.
26 minutes worth of ads.
We can see a car.
Damn.
Hey, there's Bocce. How you doing, Bocce?
Hi, Bachi.
Hey, boy.
That's what I was saying. Bocce just come in 27 minutes worth of ads.
He said, stupid ass.
Yes, you're busy. A lot of ads.
Man.
I went and watched somebody's video, and there was like 47 minutes of a preacher guy talking on the ad, and it was like that was the longest ad I ever sat there and watched.
Well, they didn't have a skip button on it.
It must have
I'm
I'm
cost
going to
Hey,
start a new thing now.
No,
If I
I
go
don't,
on somebody's stream and there's an ad, they're done. I ain't going back.
well, that's what YouTube's about. That's how you make your money.
Yeah, you could
Well, I ain't
skip
making
the
no money
ads if
off
you
it.
want. You could skip those ads if you
Yeah,
want.
you can skip them, but then the guy that made the video and all that stuff, he's not making no money on the video. You got to make
Right.
your money on the
I'll watch.
Hey,
I'll
Missy.
watch that a 2-minute ad. I will watch. I will, Hell, I've watched some for 20 minutes already because it caught my attention real
Right.
good, and I'm like, hey, this is good stuff. 20 minutes, I stayed right with it. So whoever that video made that video, they got their whole 20 cents off of that one.
Hey, miss.
Boom, 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 boom. Bachi,
And Bocce's
member
been a
for
member
24
for 2
months.
years.
again. 2 years of love and friendship. Stage 1. Hey, Missy. Hey,
Hey,
Mr.
Missy, how
Lisa.
you doing?
Well, and I've also been like doing a little checking and everything too. That if the channels that are putting out shorts, YouTube will promote your long form videos more if you do shorts too.
I
It
don't.
will?
Yes.
I don't really.
Oh,
put
is that
out-
why these guys are starting to do shorts?
Yep.
Oh.
They're basically forcing the big channels to do shorts, and everybody else, the smaller channels, have to follow suit, because if not, they're not saying it, but I've watched like 3 different videos from 3 different analysts, and they're all saying that it's becoming a trend that big channel or small, if you don't produce shorts, They will not. They will promote your video, but not like before.
Mm.
Wow.
Now, did you sign that agreement yet, Ed?
Yep.
You signed it.
And
Okay.
that's why I've been trying to put shorts out every once in a while.
I got a buddy of mine. He's got an hour and something video. It was a live at one time. It's a regular video now, saying that I'm not signing this agreement yet because this agreement, if y'all YouTubers, y'all monetized guys, y'all read this carefully. It says that YouTube AdSense, whatever, if they make a mistake somewhere or whatever, they have access to your bank account and withdraw money from your checking account or whatever account you have tied to AdSense. They can get in your bank and pull money out. He says, I don't like that idea.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, Uncle Steve. Ed's on tomorrow night.
Yes.
I seen Cessnick put out a video today.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I guess he's getting out of trucking.
And
Taking the name off the side of it.
Who that?
Yeah,
Cessnick.
either that or he's getting ready to trade the truck in.
no, he come right out and said, "Well, he's peeling the stickers off." He said, "This one's sold, and I think I'm done with the trucking."
Yeah, it's hard to say because he always relocated new trailers, is what he did. He delivered all kinds of new trailers and never hauled no weight. It was always empty trailers.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he hauled loads in those new trailers. though. I think I've talked
Yeah, I don't know.
I've talked to some of them down here at a Fontaine or whatever it is down here,
Right.
Blue Hawk or something other, and they're allowed to haul a load to get that trailer to a location. So,
Right.
Well, I started watching because I figured, yeah, it must be going to show a new truck or something because he has just end of the era Pete 379. But when he first started, they showed he a couple minutes peeling the Cessnack off the one side, and then he said, started going on how guy's going to be here an hour to pick this up. It's sold.
There you go.
Wow.
But he
Well,
said,
that's all.
when he was doing the convoy, that after the convoy, he was going to sell that truck because of all the publicity that truck had gotten
yeah. Well, I mean,
the convoy.
and
Oh, was that the one carrying the flag and all that with that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
and he also he's been catching a lot of heat because they still trying to find out where all the money went to.
Yeah.
That people gave to him to turn in to use for that
Yes.
convoy too.
Yes. And Bo was out there with the Kenworth. Bo was out there at the convoy with the Kenworth, the orange and white one. When the convoy was going on, he met Cessnick and all of them out there.
Well, we didn't actually meet him. We got into the convoy from when it come down 81 here. We jumped in and went down to the Charlotte when it was going down through there. But
yeah, Sandy and I ran with them from Columbus on over whenever that took place.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Sandy made those that video, when
Yes.
it was coming through, and
Yes.
it took a little while for the trucks to come into picture, but it was a good conversation she was having with people and stuff, showing the scenery, and then after a little while, hey, there come the trucks, man.
Yes. That was her and her friend that went out on that.
Yeah, I got a picture of Cessnick coming past me. I mean, on one of my videos that he already passed.
Well, no, I watched that until they got in when they went down to DC, and I guess after the second trip down there, it started falling apart. I don't know what came of it, but I know the first trip they went down and they talked to a couple people, and the second trip they went down, and I guess they were going down and doing loops around there for half the day, and
Well,
After a while, I saw something where it sounded like it was falling apart in a hurry.
Right.
Something happened down there.
Yeah, she's watching them. She's watching all the monkey videos she can find. Yeah. Ed said you was watching monkey videos. She's gonna
Well,
sit here.
I got kind of a question. Since that guy's, if he was hauling just like brand new trailers, empty trailers and stuff, did he have one of them go pass cards in the windshield or whatever that when you before you get to a way station, it'll scan that number or whatever, and you don't have to stop at the way station.
Well,
One of the free passes, yeah.
Yeah, free pass.
Free pass, yeah. Go card, go pass, yeah.
Yeah, free pass.
Yeah, that way, that's all you're doing is hauling empty trailers, so no need to go through the chicken house, the weight scale.
Well, I mean, I don't think all of them trailers was new. I think he was a relocator.
Right. Okay. Well, either way though.
New trailer, yeah.
Yeah, but either way, new, used, he doesn't have any weight in there, so and even if he does, hell, it's worth the money to get one of them.
Well, he had some of them. Most of them were loaded because you're allowed to pick up. Like if I went down here
load, right
down here where they manufacture the trailers down below here, they're allowed to put a load on that trailer to get it to get it close enough, to get closer to there. That way they don't have it. Don't cost them as much to carry that. Just go and pull that trailer empty. So,
yeah.
They ain't got to pay a full freight rate. But one time one video Sassenach was picking up a Walmart trailer. So he was taking a Walmart load into DC and dropping it off somewhere. So
I remember when those scanners that hang over the interstate. I remember when those came out in about, I think it was 1987 or 88, 1988 when they first come out, down here on I-10 in Louisiana. That was the first time I ever seen one. And I was wondering, I said, what the hell is that thing for? And I asked another driver on the radio because he blew through the truck stop. He just blew right through. The scales. He went right through. And I'm like, driver, you got a pass or something on that card so you could pass up the scales? He said, yeah, that thing that overhangs the interstate scans my card or whatever. It scans my thing, and I just go straight on.
It was more like 97 or occasion when them things came out.
That's like Georgia and most of them states down through there. Them strips you see in the road, they weigh you before you ever get in there.
Yeah.
And it has lights alongside the road that tells you bypass the scales.
No, this was around 1988. Because there was trucks. That thing was hanging over, and trucks just going on through.
The company I was driving for was one of the test test companies of them damn things. So
in 97,
I got it was about 97, 98 when they put them in the truck.
I had my radio shop in 97, and I had it in 1990, and I wasn't driving in 90. I was driving in, I quit driving, professionally
now the
summer of 99. I quit driving truck, and that's when I moved my radio shop to Tiger Truck Stop on I-10.
Well, they may have changed.
In 89, 89. I said in 1989 is when I moved my shop to Tiger Truck Stop this summer, the fall. And they had those things hanging over the interstate.
Yeah, they had them installed, but I mean, but they didn't. They didn't. I mean, they may have had it. That might have been where they were actually testing the first couple ones out. But the pre-pass itself, it pays for you. You can pay your tolls and everything else through that little box.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
My pastor and you. I don't trust you.
I know when they first come out with the easy passes, we had a coach that went from here up into New York or someplace and blew through every toll booth between here and there, both ways. And we got a hefty bill for that.
Oh, I bet. Hey, how you doing, Second Chance Mowers?
Hey, Second Chance.
I ain't second chance.
He thought we had him, and he
Well,
blew right through.
well,
Wow.
I mean, those were the pre-pass. The pre-pass that each state used to have their own little pass to go on the windshield to pay toll, but it was coming straight out of your checking account. I mean, the
Right.
company checking account. Hey, Kay. But it was all coming out of your checking account, and you actually were saving money by having that little box in your truck.
Right.
But,
Right.
but then again, they'd turn around and charge you when you went past the damn scale. So I mean, because when I was with Landstar, I mean, them some guns would nickel and dime you to death. I mean, I'd rather just go on through the daggum scale than have to deal with it.
Well, I tell you what, whenever I was leased to Landstar, between license plates and all that and everything, boy, they really raked me over on all that. Whenever and I had 3 of them leased on to Landstar, and I'll tell you what, I lost more money monkeying with them, and then Sandy sitting here dispatching them from the house, lining the loads up and stuff, and then quite a few times when we went to pick up, somebody had already picked the load up, so we lost all the way around on it.
That was always a lot of the problem. I mean, Lisa did me, doing me the same way.
Mhm.
But I mean, I had just when the accident happened, I had just learned which out of that whole book of brokers,
Where to be and where not to
I
be.
mean, I knew which brokers to call when I got this position. If I got down in Florida, I know to call this broker, pick up military stuff going back up to Georgia, and then when I got to Georgia, I know this broker pick up pick up military that would go to North Carolina,
Right.
and that would get me out of the piss poor freight lanes down there. So.
Right. But anytime we ever went into Florida, we either ended up hauling back potatoes back to Frito-Lay
Yeah.
or something like that. Or my Uncle Tom lived down in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we would load sod. Tom and I would load sod back up to Baltimore or something like that to make our round to get out of the area.
Well, for the most,
get a back load up going out of there.
for the
Yeah.
most,
Speaking of
most-
Georgia, how far is it from here down to like right the Georgia Florida line from us, Mark?
Oh, good golly! It's got to be pushing 700 plus.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
All right.
somewhere in that neighborhood.
There was an auction. There's an auction down there every couple months. They got them little 14 passenger school buses. The last auction that just closed, they had I think 8 of them running, driving less than 200,000 miles. They all went for under $500 a piece.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That'd be worth you driving down or flying down, but you don't fly.
Right, I don't fly, but I mean, $500 for a 1-ton.
Yeah.
I'll keep looking at them.
With the big engine. That's the big part of it. I mean,
It's the
they
these all
had
had
a 6.0 engine in them instead
yep,
of
they
the
had the
5.3.
6.0 automatics, dual wheel 1-ton. you know. And
Well,
they're all
you can take and go on your phone or your computer, Ed, and put your zip code to the zip code in Florida there. And it'll tell you exactly how many miles it is from you to that bus.
yeah. Well, I was watching two different auctions, one down in Georgia and one in Virginia. And the one in Virginia, they were going for anywhere from $650 to $900 for the same exact thing.
Well, Virginia, you're talking 500 or less.
Right. It'd probably be worth the money, save on gas and everything else.
Yeah, and that was in Roanoke, so you ain't but 50 miles from where y'all met me at the truck stop that day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but if you went that way, I mean, I'd have cut across 460 over there and went back over that way, and you could cut a lot of that miles off of it. So
Yeah, you can cut over across West Virginia and Pennsylvania and Maryland and down. Hey, how you doing, John?
Hi, John.
But yeah, there's that wouldn't be that bad. Even to go down to Florida wouldn't be that bad. Heck, you can get on a Greyhound and do that trip.
Now, I would rent a small U-Haul truck one way.
Yeah.
Mileage is cheap.
Yeah.
Why not fly though? It ain't bad.
That is where you. The only thing about it though, Ed, is that is getting. U-Haul will probably cost a lot more going anywhere near Florida. I mean, because you ain't but from Savannah to there ain't but 100 miles, a little over 100 miles. So basically, I mean, Florida, we used to haul cars out of Florida, and that's what we did was we'd haul them cars going into Florida and then fly out. It'd cost you like crazy to go to Florida.
Yep.
You drive to take a rental car to Florida, but the secret is if you take a rental car out of Florida, now they'll just about pay you to take the dog thing out.
Hey, how you doing, Sam's Garage? Roadrunner.
Sam, Roadrunner. That's the catch to it. I mean, and so I mean we used to haul them out of there. I mean, I'd even drive them. All them doggone cars would be slam full. You know, you got to turn them in full of gas.
Right.
Well, the old man had the truck full of cars, so I'd drive a car behind him, and anytime I needed gas, I mean, we had 7 or 8 cars on that doggone truck that was slam full. So I had my little cheater hose with me, and I never did buy no gas for them things.
Right. Yeah,
I had a crash today.
Whenever I always hauled into Florida, because I hauled a lot of shingles down there in the hurricane season. And my Uncle Tom lives in Florida, so him and I would run shingles into Florida, but then I generally end up having to deadhead back up to Savannah, those shingles coming back north, or my Uncle Tom had some connections to haul sod out of down there up to Baltimore.
Well,
I'd get a load out of Baltimore back over this way.
I mean, there was sometimes I could catch a crane part or something that are going back north.
Yeah.
You know, and get me at least halfway out of Florida, and then I mean, but I also had, you know, I knowed once I got to Jacksonville, I could, you know, with the flatbed, I knew once I got to Jacksonville, I could haul military out of there then.
Right.
Which paid pretty decent.
Right.
Take it over to Macon, Georgia. When I got to Macon, Georgia, I'd pick up, you know, that was a Marine thing there, right. And then I'd pick up another piece of equipment right out of there and take it up to Fort Lejeune, Camp Lejeune up in North Carolina.
Right.
So that would get me home and all that stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to haul floor tile down into Florida on my flatbed. Mm-hmm. My Uncle Tom ran flatbed, so he had some connections for sod to get up out of there, and if we couldn't get sod, then we end up back up to Savannah, Georgia, to Owens Corning to haul shingles out of there. You know, and that wasn't too bad, but heck, that was still 500 mile up out of Florida to get back up there to reload something.
Well, I mean,
Don't walk around in the grass when you're hauling sod.
back when I was back when I was real, when I was young, the old man was deadhead from South Carolina to Florida to pick up a load of cars. I mean, then you just, most of the loads he took was all going to one spot, and then they could scatter them out again. But I mean, all them run cars get stuck in Florida, and they can't get them out, so they have to actually ship them out. And I mean, so I knew wherever rental car place was up there, either that or they would get down in Florida and they would be they would be rental cars that had fixing to come off a lease. So we'd haul them up to the auction there in Darlington, South Carolina, and that wasn't but 20 miles from the house. So I mean, so but like I said, anytime we hauled into those cars, after I turned 15, I drove something out of Florida every time.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that was the bad thing about it. We had one guy when I had the trucks leased on with Landstar, he would run down to Florida all the time. Then he'd give Sandy nothing but a headache to get him to reload to come out of Florida. He would spend 2-3 days down there, and then he would wind up with a load of potatoes back to Frito-Lay potato chip.
Yeah,
remember that?
I didn't really grew potatoes in Florida.
I mean, after I had a load on of chillers, big old chiller things that goes on top of the plant. That's what I had on when that dude in Florida did what he did. And I mean, therefore, I tried driving for a year after that, and I mean, they were constantly calling me with good paying loads. I mean, but I would get somewhere and I'd sit for 5 or 6 days at the daggum time. I mean,
yeah,
you can't make no money like that. I mean,
no, and I'm not one that can set. When I empty out, I'm rolling somewhere. I'm not going to go and set.
Well, my very last load was I took a load of generators, FEMA generators from North Carolina down to Houston when them hurricanes come through, a FEMA load. And I unloaded down there, and the ports and all that was screwed up down in Houston, so there wasn't no use in me setting my butt down there in Houston. No. So I started working my way back toward Virginia, and I ended up coming all the way from Houston back up here. I mean, which I got paid very well going down to pay the fuel to come back, but I mean, but anyway, that was when I got here in the yard, and Lisa just told me to park the damn truck because it wasn't going to work anymore.
Right.
But,
yeah, I went through that mess in 2003 when I totaled my Pete out, and my trailer and everything got totaled, and I went through hell for about 4 months. But I had went ahead and purchased another truck and everything and had it sitting in the driveway all that time. And finally I went back at it.
Wow.
But it took me a good while. I had to get straightened around because it's not nothing fun to go through.
No, it's not. I would sit there and make up, trying to make up excuses not to take this load. This load's got to have chains. I don't feel like pulling chains today.
Right.
This load's got to have tarps.
Mm-hmm.
Screw tarping this junk down. I mean, I would sit here and just they ain't wanting to pay me enough to put tarps on this doggone shit. You know,
Right.
I mean, on this load, and all I had was a daggum one set of tarps, and there's 8 foot jobs. Them son of guns are 150 pound a piece.
Oh yeah.
And so I didn't like throwing them son in the store.
Yeah. See that's why I didn't throw tarps. I had a covered wagon with a side plate and everything on it, and I wouldn't break my sides down there. And basically, I hauled coils and bars and stuff like that. I wouldn't take anything. Now, if I get down around Arkansas and all that, them big roof air conditioners, I'd have to break the whole side kit down to haul them back.
You could do, you could have hauled a lot. You should have been able to haul a lot of watermelons out of Florida too. Not only taters, but you could have hauled watermelons out of it too.
Yep. We did that too.
You had the side kit and all on it. You could have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they pay pretty decent to come out of there.
But the only bad thing of that was I had to leave the tarp off, and that tarp was no picnic to keep that tarp put up. Now you want to talk about some weight, 48 foot of tarp, well, 50 foot with the overhang on the back. I mean, you worked. That was a job.
I mean, I had only tarps I had was 8 foot lumber tarps, and
yeah,
that was them sungans. You had to be a man to pick them sungans up and set it up on top of it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, I learned with that stuff about the you know, if I got somewhere and I learned which agents had military stuff and stuff like that. You know, at least military paid enough to keep me moving.
They paid good.
I mean,
paid real good.
I mean, they was, you know, some places it would be they didn't pay that much, but because you had a lot of competition for them military.
Right.
But
with Landstar, you had to fish it out, find a bad area and find an area to be in, and then you wanted to work that area that you could stay busy.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of Landstar, the downfall was out of route. The out of route loads paid phenomenal, but you're going to do some deadheading to get out of there because there's nothing around there to reload.
Yep. Well, that's when I like to have the military pick up military loads in a lot of those places. Sometimes it didn't pay maybe $1.80, $1.90 a mile, but it's better coming out with nothing. I mean,
right.
But I did have. I mean, I hauled jet engines out of Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina. I hauled them all the way to Missouri, Whitman Air Force Base out there.
Mm-hmm.
I hauled several loads into Whitman. I mean, I hauled them out of jet engines out of Arkansas, Arkansas and all too. I mean, Oklahoma. I hauled them out of there going back up, and to Whitman, Whiteman or Whitman or whatever it is.
But what got me was these guys that would say, well, you know, you go ahead and haul this because it pays for the fuel. If I have to haul something for fuel money, I don't need that truck.
No, that's the thing about it. I wouldn't. I mean, I didn't haul cheap. So I mean,
no.
I mean, I had my cutoff point was at least $2 back then.
Yeah.
You know, and at $2, I can make a fair amount with the fuel discounts, fuel surcharges, and all that stuff.
Right.
But anything lower than that, I wouldn't go any lower than that. So
right. That's one thing I wouldn't sit and wait on stuff either. Whenever I emptied out, if I didn't have a line on something, I was heading north. I was gone. I didn't monkey around and sit and wait. It was like, yeah, but you ate all that fuel. And it's like, well, I don't work for fuel money. It's that simple.
Well, that's what, you always had them brokers that would call you up. Hey, I see you emptying out in Dallas today. Would you like to? I got a load that needs to be moved this afternoon. Would you be what you want to take it? I said, how much it pays? Oh, it pays $1 and a quarter a mile. And I said, you can take that dollar and a quarter, because that would made it $1 a mile to me.
Yeah.
After Landstar got their cut out of it.
Hey, Cajun, let Missy know that this blanket that she's inquiring about, Bocce did this blanket.
Oh, Bocce made that one?
Yes,
Okay.
Bocce made that.
And
Bocce does good work.
And
Plus,
she's also
he
doing
did a blanket for my California King bed, a huge blanket.
Oh, okay.
she's also doing F-bombs now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them, huh?
F-bombs. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I know what the actual F-bomb is, but
It's a little, it's a little
It-
bomb that has an F on it.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean,
okay.
I wonder if she'd make a couple of them for me.
if you was in a little earlier, Bocce, you could have bought. You could have sold 2 to Bo, because if he's gonna be driving that fancy truck, he's gonna need one for both milk crates he uses. I mean, one of them big blankets folded up would help cushion both ends of them.
Yeah.
We see Missy crochets. Well, as y'all know, Missy crochets a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Them doll, the southern, the antebellum style dresses, crochet dresses with the doll in it and stuff. And I mean, them things get like 3 to 4 foot across. At the bottom. Round like that. Then they come up, and then the doll's in the middle of them. She makes all kind of. She can look at something and copy it to the T. And she knows how to read those patterns. And it looks like Chinese language, but she knows what all that stuff is.
Wow.
Me and Mark and whoever knows a little about, ever seen them pattern books, they know what Chinese language is in the pattern books. Missy knows what that is.
I sent Bocce a couple pictures of some new stuff she might be able to make too. I don't know if she will or not, but
She's not even here, is she?
she's probably on the phone with Sandy.
She's here.
Y'all trying to get for all y'all northerners, Bocce needs to learn how to make ball warmers, I reckon.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about baseballs. I mean, what is the Football Hall of Fame? I mean, that would have kept the balls warm when they went to the Hall of Fame and stuff.
The monkey balls, brass monkey balls. Okay.
Yeah, y'all went to the wrong place. I wasn't trying to get nobody in trouble or nothing. Y'all, that's where y'all's minds was at. So.
Oh, Lordy.
So I want to know if she make a blanket for Bosco.
There you go, Jeff. Look her up on Facebook.
Well, she's right here.
Yeah.
I want to know if she got the pictures that I sent her, some of the ideas for her, for her store.
Oh, well, Gal, I made willy warmers already. I'm gonna ask Missy if she could make one.
Was it all one size fits all Bocce or what?
I was just gonna ask that. Does she take the measurements to make them custom?
She probably won't take the measurements. You'll have to supply that information, though.
But hey, anyway, this is really going the wrong way. I'm past my hour, so we're going to be shutting this thing down. And y'all in the chat, thanks for coming in. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Good night, everybody.
But
Good night, everybody.
Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7, Polar Bear Ed's Garage. He'll be on at 7.
There. All right, everybody. Y'all know the routine. We glad we got to saw y'all again. We glad y'all got to saw us again. And it's good being north of the grass. Be safe, stay that way. Stay safe, be that way. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. Plutarch.